What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I'm doing another one of these music videos. I'm actually recording this right after I finished uploading the Radiohead one. It hasn't even uploaded. I haven't even left this fucking room. I recorded it, watched it through, cut it a little bit, made the thumbnail, and I'm like, fuck it, I want to make a Led Zeppelin one, because that's like the only band that I have like their complete discography on like physical media, and I'm like, fuck it, I feel like making another one, so I'm going to. I don't know if the last one is going to do good, so let me know down in the comments if it didn't. I'll check them right now. Oh, okay, well, I'll still make it. So, I haven't listened to Led Zeppelin very much for a while, but when I did, that was like my fucking thing. I said in the last one, when I was in like middle school, when I started to really get into music, I really just wanted to listen to like classic rock. And Led Zeppelin was like my thing for a while. And I was a fucking nerd about it. And now it's like I listen to a couple of their songs still, but I still think I know enough about each of these albums to make an interesting video. So let's go ahead and jump right in. I got all of them on vinyl. I have a ton of like bootleg vinyls and shit too. I have like all of Robert Plant's vinyl. I have a Jimmy Page vinyl. I have like an interview on vinyl. I have like so much Led Zeppelin shit. But let's just go ahead and go through their albums. Okay, so let's go ahead, start with the first one. What the fuck am I saying? You know this album cover, you know this album. It's, honestly, it is top to bottom, good times, bad times, Babe, I'm Gonna Leave, You Shook Me, Dazed and Confused. Like, side one of this album is fucking crazy. And, it's also crazy how much shit, like how many instruments are on here. Robert Plant on lead vocal, harmonica. John Bonham, drums, timpani, backing vocal. That's not too crazy. John Paul Jones on the bass, organ, and backing vocal. And then Jimmy Page on like 12 things. The electric guitar, acoustic guitar, pedal steel guitar. 3 fucking things other than backing vocals. I'm fucking insane. I know on all the other albums, John Paul Jones is the one that's doing like a billion different things. He's playing flutes and shit. He's doing all of this crazy stuff. Actually, before I start talking, I want to preface, just like I did at the end of the Radiohead one, I don't support these people. I know, especially Jimmy Page. I don't know if you're watching. Before I knew you were my fucking hero, man. And then I figured out that you're a pedophile. So I just want to preface, I feel like there's no way to talk about classic rock without talking about a pedophile, because like literally all of them fucking were for some reason. But I know, like, Jimmy Page, this motherfucker right here, had a 14-year-old groupie that he would lock in hotel rooms so he couldn't go and sleep, or so she couldn't go and sleep with other musicians. Yeah, and I think they, like, you know, SA'd a girl with, like, a fucking mud shark. I think, like, everyone in the band other than John Paul Jones did. Like, from what I've heard, he seems like the only one that wasn't too bad, but he was still complacent with all this shit, so that makes him, you know, still a fucking awful human. And, it makes sense that Jimmy Page is, like, 70-something, and he's with, like, a 20-year-old. So, I just wanted to get that out of the way. Fuck these guys. But they made some good music. That's how it always is. Okay. So, let me hit my vape. But yeah, this album changed a lot. Because before this, I mean, you know, there was some, like, okay, like decently heavy music. But they really changed a lot. They stole a lot of music from black people. So, yet again, another thing that white musicians just fucking did at this time. I mean, you know, there were a lot of the musicians from that time, white or black or anything else, were also sleeping with underage minors. You know, like Chuck Berry was fucking terrible too. So, you know, but yeah. These white British boys stealing blues music from black Americans and making it heavy, you know, it changed everything around the time. And I don't know what else to say. You know, Communication Breakdown is a crazy heavy song for 1969. Yeah, this came out in 1969. And then what's also crazy is this album came out the same fucking year. They made both of these albums in the same year. This one doesn't have a track list on it, and this vinyl is actually, like, torn to shit. Not in great condition. Let's go ahead and look. Yeah, this fold-out thing is really cool. Let me, actually, I do want to spend a little bit more time looking at the art. And this, I didn't do that with the Radiohead one, and I kind of wish I did. This one doesn't have a fold-out. Never mind. I won't be doing that with this one. Because, these vinyls are expensive. This Led Zeppelin 1 is, I think, kind of rare. I still think it definitely is an early pressing. It's not the rarest pressing you can get, but this one, if this was in better condition, this would be worth like $200, I think. Because this is like a first pressing, but there's like fucking, like, pin drawing on it because my dad gave this to me and he was a fucking kid. And he was mistreating his shit. But you know what? I did that too. I got Skylanders that are fucked up and they would have been worth money. So yeah, a whole lot of love is on here. Thank You is really good. Go check out the Chris Cornell cover of that, because that's really fucking good. Moby Dick, it's like a fucking 4-minute, 25-second drum solo. Ramble On, Heartbreaker, Livin' Lovin' Made. Yeah, crazy ass album. And all of these are produced by Jimmy Page. Like, piece of shit aside, he was an amazing he still is, I guess. I mean, an amazing musician. I'm not gonna compliment him very much, but it's undeniable. He was a riff-making machine. Like, literally all of these songs have crazy ass riffs. Even the shitty songs, like, the riffs are crazy. The production is crazy for the time. Yeah, he's just a good musician, unfortunately. Let's move on to Led Zeppelin 3. Again, this vinyl would be worth a lot if there wasn't a goddamn coffee stain on it, because it's got like a fucking spinny wheel in it. Oh, goddamn. Okay. And like all these change, and it's so fucking neat. There's like, faces of the different band members. I'm gonna leave it on that one. Let's look at John Paul Jones. Also, I think it's crazy that there was a naval captain named John Paul Jones too. It's like, oh, are you talking about the pedophile musician from the 70s, or are you talking about the naval captain from the fucking Civil War or whatever? Not the Civil War. They didn't have a navy in the Civil War. Okay, let's go ahead and fold this baby out. This shit looks like a book of I Spy. You know what I'm saying? So let's look at, obviously Immigrant Song is on here. And, it's like their most popular song, I think, other than Stairway to Heaven. And there's a reason. This song needs to be, it's 2 minutes, 26 seconds. This song could be like 4 minutes, and it would be fucking beast. Because it's just like one of those songs where it's like, yeah, yeah! It's so fucking cool. Friends is really good. Celebration Day. This album is overall pretty underrated. Because, like, Out on the Tiles is fucking awesome. I never hear anyone talking about it. Gallows Pulse is really good. Tangerine is amazing. Bron Stomp. It's such, like, a song. But I love songs like that. I'm going to talk about Big Thief right now. It's a bit of a change. But honestly, I feel like a lot of their Dragon New Warm Mountain, like, I Believe in You. Or I don't remember the name of the fucking album. It's a crazy name. There's a song on there called Spud Infinity. It's also like a very, and I just love songs like that, and it kind of has a similar vibe. What else? I think that's really all the songs I want to talk about on here. Yeah, I think I just like folk and like kind of more country, like twangy stuff, and this album has a lot of that. It's a very big change from 1 and 2, which are more like blues and heavy blues, and this has Immigrant Song, and then everything else is very ho-dunk. Okay, Big Dog, we're talking about 4/Untitled. This album was definitely my favorite growing up. When I was heavy into Led Zeppelin, this album was my everything. And I remember finding this vinyl because I could never find it. Oh my god, that's so sick. There's no track list on here, so I'm gonna have to just pull out the actual record. Yeah, Black Dog, Rock and Roll, Battle of Evermore, and Stairway. crazy lineup for side 1, and I know side 2 is just as fucking crazy. Misty Mountain Hop. Four Sticks is definitely the worst song on this album. Four Sticks isn't too crazy. Going to California is good. When the Levee Breaks is badass. Anytime, if there's a harmonica in a song, I'm going crazy. And When the Levee Breaks has, like, you know, obviously the drums. Those drums have been sampled in, like, so many things. Like, it just sounds so huge and massive. That's one thing about this band. I mean, you know, obviously they're good. Everybody knows they're good. And, like, just the musicianship from each individual in there, it just adds so much. They're all just such talented musicians. Like John Bonham, I mean, everybody says he's the best drummer of all time, but, like, seriously, like, his influence is crazy. I mean, obviously not everybody says he's the best drummer of all time, because there's different kinds of drumming. If you're talking about rock drums, though, he's definitely the one. You know? And yeah, When the Levee Breaks, such a good example. And also it's in a Bjork song, so what the fuck? Houses of the Holy. Kind of weird that there's naked babies on there, knowing everything that we know about them. Let's not ignore that, but let's move past it for right now, okay? You know what I mean? And also, I think it's like one of those things where when you unfold it, it's like, yeah. That's actually really sick. I didn't realize how symmetrical it was. And I really, honestly, I love the inside of it. I don't think I've ever really looked too much at the inside of this. Who's that weird naked guy up there? That's a naked adult. But I love these colors. This blue at the top is so pretty, and, like, it moves down into this kind of, like, lime green. That's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's go ahead and... Oh, shit! This one's got this original sleeve. Okay, song remains the same. Oh, the Rain song. I fucking love the Rain song. It's one of them that I still listen to a decent bit. It's awesome. And it really does just have such a good Rain feel. Like, when I hear this song, I'm like, yep, I would call that a Rain song. And, you know, when it's raining, like, yeah, I'm putting that shit on. Over the Hills and Far Away, fucking sick. Where's Dire Maker's good. Pretty much all the, like, I love when people are like, music used to mean so much more back in the day. Lyrics, oh, 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 you don't have to go, oh, 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 oh. You don't have to go, oh, 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 baby, please don't go. A. Like, I know that's not how he sings it. But yeah, it's pretty much just O's and A's, all the tears I cry, baby, please don't go. No Quarter is fucking awesome. That's also one of the ones that I listen to a lot. I think this might be the album that I still listen to the most, because I like The Ocean a lot too, but the Rain song and No Quarter are, like, I still think those songs are fucking amazing. And also, it's the first album that they made to actually have a title that wasn't just Led Zeppelin 1, Led Zeppelin 2, Led Zeppelin 3, and then they didn't even bother naming the fourth one. Lazy fucks. They think they're too good for that. It's like they think they're too good for the age of consent rules. Pieces of shit. Okay. I don't know if I should stop talking about it. I'm pretty sure Kurt Cobain said something about, like, you know, because obviously a lot of his influence, a lot of the influence from grunge comes from classic rock bands like Led Zeppelin, you know, Aerosmith. And he said something like, I can't even listen to those bands anymore because of how terrible the artists are. And it's like, yeah, okay. Yet another one that's pretty badly damaged. This is like a very early pressing, though. It was my uncle's. Physical Graffiti. This album's awesome. I've been to the building in New York. I am actually terrified to take this out of here. Okay. Let's be very careful. Boom. Okay, let's... Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so this is like a little separate thing. Let's look at the track lists before I look at these things. So, side 1, Custard Pie. The Rover is really good, In My Time of Dying. Trampled Underfoot and Cashmere. I think I like Trampled Underfoot more than Cashmere. Like, yeah, this album, like, the riffs on some of these songs are crazy. And forget the Stomp from Bronnier Stomp. They just got Bronnier on here. What the fuck does that mean? Down by the Seaside is really good. It's a very, like, nice little groovy, wavy song. 10 Years Gone. Boogie with Stu, the Wonton song. I like Boogie with Stu a lot, but I think my favorite song on here is Trampled Underfoot. These are really cool though. Like what Hold the Two vinyls, because this is their first and I think only studio double EP. I might be wrong. Actually, I think Presence might be. But yeah, pretty neat. They got Day and Night. Shout out to that. Let me put this back in. I might... Quick cut. Okay. So, I got that put away. Moving on to Presence. I think this is definitely their worst album. I think there's one song on here that I don't mind. I think I've really only listened to it like once or twice because the first time I listened to it, I was like, oh, this kind of sucks. And it also, like, it's kind of weird, like, the aesthetic they chose of, like, this weird black, like, pillar thing. I'm like, okay, whatever. Someone watched 2001: A Space Odyssey. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I don't know if that came out before this album. I think Achilles' Last Stand is really the only song on here that I ever even listened to. This is also just one EP, so I was wrong. Nobody's Fault But Mine is decent. Other than that, I don't really want to talk about this album too much, because it kind of fucking sucks. And this was, like, I think the hardest vinyl to find out of all of them. Probably because nobody fucking bought it, and they didn't make very many of them, because it sucks. But you know what? It's fine. Making, like, 8 albums like they did, I think it's 8. Like, there's bound to be at least one stinker. And there's, we'll get to another one that's not the best, I guess, but... Okay, and this next one, I guess, technically isn't a studio album, but it is, on their main ones on Spotify. This Song Remains the Same live album. It is so good. It's one of the best live albums of all time. And also the vinyl, like, the vinyl's really cool. It's like a leather thing on the outside. And the movie's really weird. Holy shit! I forgot how sick this was. It's like a book. That's so cool. Wow, and it's just like frames from the movie. The movie's weird. The movie's really fucking weird and it's kind of dumb. And it sucks. I want to be honest, it fucking sucks. Like, it opens with, like, this weird, like, story thing about, like, mobsters and then, like, John Bonham's in a race car or some shit. But the Stairway to Heaven live performance on this is definitely the best version of the song by far. It is, I think, definitely one of the best live guitar solos ever. And I know it's like, oh, Stairway to Heaven has the best guitar solo. Sometimes the populace is right. Like, I mean, just like technically, like, speaking and vibe speaking, like, it is just an incredible guitar solo. I'm sure there's guitar solos I like more. Because, I'm gonna be honest, I like guitar solos that are simple. That, I like solos that just, like, kind of mimic the chorus a lot. I like a lot of Nirvana's solos because they don't try to do too much. A lot of them just kind of mimic the chorus. It's Green Day. I'm gonna be honest. I like Green Day guitar solos a lot too because they do the same thing. But yeah, I also like guitar solos that are just fucking crazy like that. I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan of shredding. Technically, yes, it's difficult to do, but I think the guitar solos, like that Jimmy Page does, really are more technically impressive. Because I think it takes more to learn how to, play like that than it does to shred. Because, I don't know, you just gotta learn scales and learn how to move your fingers fast. It's not as hard as people think. So, moving on to another, like, kind of stinker. Into the Outdoor. Their last real album that they made while John Bonham was still alive. This doesn't fold out. Also, it doesn't have a track list on here. I don't know what all these bands think they're fucking doing that they're too cool to put a track list on here. Oh, this is pretty neat. So I gotta get the fucking vinyl out. And I know there's gonna be some asshole in the comments that's like, you're not holding the vinyl right. So, I mean, Fool in the Rain is... Why the fuck... I haven't listened to this album in so long. Why the hell is the last song on the first side called Hot Dog? Why does Led Zeppelin have a song called Hot Dog? The fuck were they doing, genuinely? Like you can tell they were getting tired of making music. Hot Dog. Yeah, All of My Love is so fucking good. Yeah, All of My Love is definitely the best song on this album. I know that Jimmy Page didn't like that song. He was like, God damn it, Robert Plant, you gotta make a fucking song about your dead kid. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. I get that it's not like a heavy rock blues song, but like, shut the fuck up, okay? He just lost his fucking child. So, yeah, I think All of My Love is the best song on here. And then, moving on to the last album that they put out, which is after John Bonham passed away from drinking too much, because he was a party animal. Coda. I don't know too much about this album. There's only like 8 songs on this album. I Can't Quit You Baby, I think it's the only one that I ever really listened to. So I'm not going to talk about this album too much, because I don't really know too much about it. Let's open it up. Okay, it's just pictures of the guys. Of the bullies. Rest in peace to John Bonham. Actually, I don't know if I believe that because of what I've been talking about this whole fucking video. But he was a good drummer. I will give him that. So, with all that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead, and I guess I'll just try to decide which one of these is my favorite. Because I don't know, I have a lot of history with 4, or Untitled. And I think overall there's more songs on that I like, but the songs that I like on Houses of the Holy, I think I like those more. I think Rain Song and No Quarter, for me, kind of outclass pretty much everything else on 4. I think there's a couple songs on 4 that kind of make it hard to say that, though. Because Black Dog fucking rocks. Battle of Evermore is really good. Going to California. But then there's The Ocean, and the song remains the same. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with Houses of the Holy. Sorry, it's close though. It's fucking close. If I made this video like 4 years ago, actually I think probably more than 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, it would have been a lot more in depth, I think, because I liked the songs more. Like, I probably would have been talking about 1 and 2 a lot more, because I liked a lot of that heavier classic rock stuff. But now the classic rock that I like is more, you know, chill. Shout out Christopher Cross. I love yacht rock. Steely Dan list coming soon. I swear to God. I just need to get the rest of their vinyl. Okay. So, yeah. I think that's my pick. I'm going with Houses of the Holy, but it's close, okay? And I also like 3 a lot. So I think my ranking would probably be Houses of the Holy, 4, 3. I think it's going to wrap up the video. I'm going to hit my vape one more time before I start signing out. Fart Nation, I love you guys. Stay awesome, stay farting, stay gay, stay trans, stay FNAF. What the fuck was that? Okay, stay, whatever. I love you guys. Fart Drinker, signing out.